So it's not every day I'm introduced as an insurgent, but I like it. So this is where the OLIO story starts. This is my parents' farm here in the middle of nowhere in North Yorkshire. My parents had no qualms whatsoever with the concept of child labour. Walking was not the milestone in my family. It was walking plus being able to carry a bucket. Then, that was the real milestone. Fantastic. But as a result of this upbringing, I grew up with a pathological hatred for food waste. Well, how big is this problem of food waste? And what we discovered truly stunned and horrified us. And I'm going to briefly take you on that journey of discovery. So, at a minimum, a third of all the food we produce each year gets thrown away, which is worth over $1 trillion US. So I'm sure you'll agree that is a chronic marketplace failure. Alongside that widespread waste, we have equally widespread hunger. There are 800 million people who go to bed hungry each night, and they could be fed on just 1/4 of the food that we waste in the Western world. And the environmental impact of food waste is nothing short of devastating. If it were to be a country, food waste would be the third largest source of greenhouse gas emissions after the USA and China. That's because a landmass larger than China is used every single year to grow food that's never eaten. That is land that has been deforested, it's soil that's been degraded, it's species that have been driven to extinction, it's also all the packaging and manufacturing, refrigeration and distribution. And then when a third of that food gets thrown away, the majority of it ends up in landfill, where it creates methane, which is over 25 times more deadly than CO2. Now, let's put all of this into a context that's slightly closer to home. So the carbon emissions from just 1 kilogram of food waste is equivalent to the carbon emissions from landfilling. How many plastic bottles do you think? Can I have a few guesses? Throw out some numbers. 100. Have we got any other takers? 10. I want a third one, please. Someone, don't leave me hanging. 50. Excellent. You are all spectacularly wrong. 25,000 plastic bottles. 1 kilogram of food waste, 25,000 plastic bottles. In a country such as the UK, half of all food waste takes place in the home. So that means that we, each and every one of us, we are half of this enormous problem that I have just shared. And that is because a typical family is throwing away £730 sterling of perfectly good food each year. Collectively adds up to £14 billion sterling. I firmly believe that the sustainability revolution will make the digital revolution, it will make the digital revolution look like a walk in the park, quite frankly. Absolutely everything that all of us do and every part of our businesses will need to be reinvented to be truly sustainable.